So, what you're hearing is 3 chords, and you may be surprised to know that it's all just built off a C chord, an F chord, and a G chord. So how can we take 3 simple chords, which are probably the first 3 chords you ever learnt on the guitar from your first page of the open chord book? How can we take C, F and G and make them sound big, pretty, neo-soul, R&B, guitar-like? Well, thankfully, it's all quite easy. So, as I said, it's C, F and G. Okay, that's what's going on there. A C chord, an F chord, a G chord, and a C chord. Now, eagle eyes might be thinking, yo, but Mike, you didn't play it there. You're right. So I'm just doing different voicings, and I'm also adding in a couple of extra notes to the chords. So the first chord I played was a C chord. I did it here. So this is, if you think, here's your C bar chord. This triad, a triad is a group of 3 notes, alright? So C, E and G is here, right? So instead of having the root note of a C chord there, I'm just putting it here. It sounds like that. So from there, it sounds slightly fatter because obviously that string's fatter. Now I'm doing like the Keith Richards kind of thing and making to a sus4. And adding in, because now by changing it from there to there, I've freed up these 2 fingers here, so I can now add those onto the 2nd and 4th strings there, like so, which is quite pretty, right? Next I went to this really cool chord, which is a major 9, an F major 9. So still, you know, a 1, 4, 5, C, F and G. We're going to the 4 chord, which is F. I'm doing this, so a major 9 is literally a root 3rd 5th, which is the same as a major chord, and we're adding in the 7th note and we're adding in the 9th. So here we've got, but you don't always have to use all of them as long as you've got the key notes. So here, let me show you the shape. 2nd finger is on the 5th string, 8th fret, and then I'm barring on the 4th and 3rd strings on the 7th fret, and then my 3rd finger's on the 8th fret, 2nd string, and then I'm gonna play those 5th, 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings and hammer my little finger onto the 9th fret. So actually thinking about it, that is a, sounds scary, an F6 9 chord, and then hammering that little finger on makes it into a major 9 chord. So there we go, an F6 9 with the 6th note, which in this case is this D here, and I'm adding in this E note here, which is your major 7th note. The 9th is this note here, this G note. So now we got, now I'm adding in a little bit of fingers going on here. So I kind of cut the pick between my fingers. A lot of people ask me about that. I just kind of leave it there, you know. So I've got those, and then my thumb's on the 6th string. Hopefully you can probably see in camera too. And my back 3 fingers are getting the strings like so. So I'm doing thumb, 2nd, 3rd, little, and then putting my 2nd and 3rd fingers on my left hand on, and then plucking the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings at the same time and taking them off, yeah. And the same thing, exact same thing there, but I'm on different strings. Obviously my thumb's on the 5th string. And then, this is when it's going a very piano-esque. We're essentially getting an F chord, but I'm putting a G in the bass. So this would be written as F/G. Okay, it's an F chord of a G in the bass, which sounds quite nice. So, and then I'm going to my regular C major chord. Okay, your bog standard C major chord. Then you can do some cool. There's your. C major pentatonic shape 1 going on there. So on its own, then if I hit a bit of reverb, so this is the New Neighbor Immerse reverb pedal, which I really like, which I probably have caked on far too much reverb, but why not? And then we get this. Now, of course, there's all C major going on there. And then you can do a really cool, let me turn this reverb off so you can hear a bit better. So what you could do at the end there, you can have your F over G, and then let's take your first finger off. That's nice. And then resolve to your C. If I do that with the reverb, so I've taken a very simple 1-4-5 chord progression, C, F and G. You can still get the that melody going. Still kind of in there with the simple, but we're just adding in these colour tones. F6/9, very jazzy. Adding that little finger on makes it a major 9. But you've got a regular C chord, makes it to C sus4, F6/9, major 9, F6/9, F over G. You could then go to a G chord and C. You could do that if you wanted, alright? But the world is your oyster as always. But there we have taken 3 simple chords, added a little bit of spice, a little bit of condiments, and you can impress your nan with it. Check out my website, mikebradleymusic.com, for even more information about this and the cage system, how you can mix major and minors together. There's some cool lessons on there which are not on YouTube. So head over to mikebradleymusic.com. If you don't know who I am, my name is Mike Bradley. Hit that subscribe button and that bell button, because YouTube's been really weird. I don't know why, but ayo. And I hope you're doing well as always. Lots of love. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye. Faded away.